These are the stats that I got from the game that just happened. But first off, I have 8 subscribers, which is good for the first month of me being on YouTube. Yes, talking about baseball only. As for the hitting, Marcus Semien, he did get a 2 for 3 with a home run. Bichette, these are the core players. What I consider core players are players that I'm keeping an eye. Bichette, 1 for 3. Mauricio, he's hitting quite often, 1 for 3. Torrance, 2 for 2. Young, 1 for 1. Melendez, the reason I added Melendez is because we signed him and he might be our right fielder. There's 3 options right now that I see as right fielders. He's 1 for 3, and the reason I also cover him is because he's hitting. Taylor, 1 for 3 with a home run. And Vientos, which is not helping his case, he's 0 for 3. I don't even know if he has gotten a hit in spring training yet. And it's a double-edged bad news on that one. Why? Because number 1, he's not hitting, and number 2, if they're trying to bring his stock up, it's not coming up. Now, when it comes to the pitcher, this is what I think the second of our starters that actually pitched. The first one was Clay Holmes, but Nolan McLean, he didn't disappoint. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings, 1 hit and 1 walk. That is incredible. One thing that I noticed about Nolan McLean last year is that his finger was always cut or something, that it was preventing him from throwing the curve or whatever he was throwing, that it was preventing it. Hopefully it was just a injury or a cut that kept on opening each time that he pitched last year, and now it's completely closed. We don't want it to be on a daily or weekly thing, and next thing you know, he'll be injured. That's one thing that worries me about him, because he's always trying to throw those pitches that move, have a lot of movement, and the finger, you need your fingers regardless for baseball. But that's one thing that I noticed about him. And hopefully, like I said, it's just something that was cut open, and now he's able to cover it, heal. And that's the main hope right now. But besides that, I did like our hitting. I believe we won 5-0 or 6-0, which was good. It was against the Astros. Correa was playing. Pena, I believe, was playing, which is good to see our pitcher face professional players that are stars or used to be stars from another team. In addition, I like to see our hitters face key starters from other teams. Another news is that Max Swisher signed a 1-year, $3 million back with the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, the reason I'm saying that is not trying to reminisce on the players that we had, but he's the reason we have Reese Roberts now. Because as we recall, we traded him to the Texas Rangers for Luis Angel Acuna, which we later flipped for Dave Roberts towards the White Sox. So the Max Swisher trade is still alive on what we got for him. Another thing that I want to talk about Max Swisher, besides him re-signing with the Blue Jays, which the Blue Jays now have at least 6 good or decent starters. We'll say 5 because Max Swisher is already old. But one thing that, and I'll try to put this video at the end, Vladimir Guerrero. I like watching Spanish podcasts and them talking to baseball players. And I remember him saying that about Max Swisher, because when we have both of them, him and Justin Verlander, I know we're talking about the clubhouse having a I forgot the key word, corporation type of mentality. Well, back then I felt like him and Justin Verlander, I don't know, it's something about splitting them or whatever the case might be. They're different. They're different. But one thing that, Vladimir said is that about Max Scherzer is that you don't talk to him during the game. And he likes that. He likes that he doesn't like to be bothered or anything. The only time he'll talk is after he finishes the match, the game. And I mean, if the captain of a team likes you and you were previously with them and you get resigned, that's a good sign. Because at one point I'm like, Swisher has never gone back to the same team with the same players, just like Verlander did with Houston. But this proves me that there's people that like certain type of, players and their mentality. Not everybody's going to be on the same mentality. And the reason I'm saying this is because last year with the Mets, people were saying, there's rumors that were saying that they were thinking like corporation, that maybe there's clicks here and there. But like Vladimir Guerrero said, he liked Max Scherzer. Now that I cover those things, now that I want to cover with the Blue Jays, their pitching staff, they have Goffman, Cease, Gisavich, Jose Virrios, and on the injury list, they have, Bieber. And you go at now Swisher. So that's a good thing to see. Another news, these are the key games that I saw I looked at the stats. The Blue Jays, Basho, he did 2 for 2. Vlad 1 for 3. These are the key players that I saw. The Pirates, the reason I like to mention the Pirates is because I like their team. I really like their team. They have, Reynolds 1 for 3 and, O'Neill Cruz, he did a 2 for 2. The Yankees beat Atlanta, 7-3. Spencer Jones 1 for 1. Chisholm 1 for 3. People think he's delusional, but you'd rather have someone delusional hoping to get a big contract because he's trying to prove himself than someone that is giving up. Last year, Sean Manaea, I thought was giving up. I'd rather have Juan Soto said, I'm going to go beat up, Shohei Ohtani than someone giving up at the middle of the game. Goldie 2 for 3 and Austin Wells was 2 for 2. Other games, Boston 1-7-5. Crochet did two innings, 0 earned runs. And the last one is Baltimore. Yes, Alonso got two hits. O'Neill went 3 for 3, but the reason I want to cover that is because Tyler O'Neill, he has 6 straight, I believe it's 6 straight or 7 straight home openers with a home run. And we want to see that. Anyways, that's all I got. Thank you, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.
Eso yo creo que es uno de los mejores chismes que yo he tenido, americano.
Cuéntame de eso.
Es como decimos nosotros, el abuelo. Nosotros le decimos el abuelo.
A él.
Pero él es todo de pelota, man. Si tú le hablas de pelota, tú vas a estar bien. Ahora, el día que él picha, tú sabes, tú tienes que dejarlo en su mundo.
¿Es verdad que nadie le puede acercar el día que él picha?
Sí, se puede acercar, pero si le va a hablar del juego.
Okay.
Pero si él se puso el audífono ya.
No.
Cuando él se puso ese audífono, ni lo mire.
No relaje.
Yo ni lo miraba. De que él se ponía el audífono, me iba para Mickey o para...
Se pone bravo y todo.
Sí, y no le puede dar hi-fi tampoco, nada.
Nada.
Él tira su ir y se sienta ahí, ni lo mire.
¿Durante el juego?
Sí, cuando se acaba el juego, cuando lo sacan, ahí él viene y te da tu 5.
¿Durante el juego o no?
No. Mientras él esté pichando, tú eres enemigo de él.
¿Aún siendo compañero?
Sí. Pero dejen su mundo.
¿Él le explicó eso a ustedes? ¿Lo hablaron eso? Mire, él lo explicó.
No, eso lo saben en el pitrén. El primer día que yo voy en el pitrén.
Okay. Yo soy así.
Y en el bullpen él tira y no le da la mano el catch. Él tira su último y si no le da la mano a nadie se va. Ya.
Se va.
Pero eso él lo viene haciendo desde que sube a Grandes Ligas, ¿sabes?
Le ha dado resultados.
Y ya él tiene 20 en el show, o sea que haz lo que tú quieras.
Pero fuera de ahí.
Lo más bacano que hay.
Es otra persona.
Lo más bacano que hay, fuera de ahí.